This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And whatever else you like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Streesia.
I'm your host who's really coming around on these slice of life romances, Davis Bates.
This episode is our weekly anime recap part 2. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo.
Well, part 2.
Part two.
Part 2.
What do we start with when we do part 2?
What?
What do we start with when we
We're going to start with, I'm keeping the exact same order that we usually do, just
Fantastic.
like, Dan to Dan would have been first, and then, so we're going to start with Gachiakuta
Yeah.
episodes.
Oh, the 6 and 7?
5 and 6. Very close.
Close. I'm getting one of them each time. What happened in episode 5? It was 2 weeks ago.
So episode 5 is...
Oh, they go on the raiding mission. They go on the mission there, and they get ambushed by the raiders.
Yeah, that happens at like kind of the end-ish.
Yes.
Yeah, before that, it's like the one guy who's really cool, who's like, I can't remember what they're called again. The people who don't
cleaners?
have clean. No,
The helpers? They're still called the helpers, I think.
Yeah, he's like, it's cool that you stuck up for that guy.
Oh yeah. He's like a really cool design face and everything too. Yeah,
very nice guy.
Who somehow is still alive.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, I really killed that guy.
Yeah, I was kind of excited for a second.
And then classic majority of anime.
Anime can't kill.
Also, the redheaded girl, they were like, oh, she eats everything. I was like, it doesn't look like she eats everything.
No,
Maybe she should eat more.
Just a little bit there,
She's
honey.
way too skinny.
You're about to blow away in the wind there. No, very good. Episode 5 was kind of whatever for me. Not a ton happened there. They just sort of went on their little mission.
That's so funny. I didn't think episode 5 was that crazy either. But
Yeah.
I honestly thought episode 6, I was like...
Also, not that great.
Right? Okay, I'm glad you said that. Okay.
The show is... Okay,
It's good.
So, conceptually, I still like the show.
Oh, yeah,
Conceptually, the show has a great idea. They're fucking up just a couple... They're screwing up just a couple of things. I'm going to work on the language thing. I'll get there eventually.
Okay, yeah.
They're screwing up just a couple of things, though. When he did his whole, this is part of the anime where he needed to have his rage moment and go kind of nuts and, have something really, really cool happen. And the eye thing is cool, but it's not that cool. Yeah, at first it was cool. I thought for a second he was going to, unleash some massive, rage monster construct or something like that because he was so angry. And so he got really calm and cool. And, I don't know. The eye is cool, but conceptually, I love the idea that the items have extra powers based on what the people who held them close and thought they were valuable.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did. Very cool. Kind of sucked though.
I just thought the whole fight just kind of sucked.
Yeah,
I don't even like the villain that much.
Yeah.
He just they introduced him 2 episodes ago, and then he just comes in and he just is already I don't know. He just wasn't really developed. I don't know. It just was and his attack was kind of dumb. He just slight, and then he's poisons himself to, I don't know. It was just
it could just be an early nobody villain.
It can be an early nobody villain, but they it's clearly they wanted it just, there was something about it. It's isn't this great? And I was just I don't know. Honestly, the scene where the guy with the staff fought the clay monsters was better.
It was
than this.
way cooler, right? Yeah.
So that happened episode 4, right?
That episode.
Or was that the same episode?
That was the episode. No, that was the.
You know what we're talking about? 5 and 6. So you know what?
5.
It's all one episode.
That was the episode before because the end of that episode was when we saw he was behind him.
Yeah.
Behind Staff Boy. I thought I was gonna like this guy, this evil guy's person. What did he had a name. Shithead or whatever.
It's like Jabberwocker, but
yeah,
Jabberwocky or Jabberwocka.
Yeah, something. Yeah, Jabber.
He literally says Jabba, and then what's a Jabberwocker?
Jabberwocky is from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that's what it's like that.
But it's
a full.
It's not Jabberwocky though. He said it differently.
He says it weird.
Yeah,
he says it weird, but it's pretty much I was this is a reference to that.
It 100% is. Yeah, well, because I think the Jabberwocky or whatever has claws and monster stuff. Yeah, okay. I think and venom maybe. I don't know. I never read. I think it's an Alice in the Looking Glass maybe. I don't know. I didn't read.
It's a very Alice in Wonderland show, so it makes sense. Fell down.
I thought I was gonna like his personality when he first caught up to them.
Mm-hmm.
When he was running, when he was jogging to him, I was like, oh, that's kind of funny for a villain. And then when he caught his breath and the hair flipped back thing and his eyes moved down, that entire sequence, and when he jumped behind them, that whole sequence, I was like, daring hot shit right now. This is a good villain.
Even when he killed the guy.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
When he killed the guy, I was like, oh.
And just as time went on with him talking, I'm just like, are you stupid? Like,
Yeah.
are you actually uneducated? Like, the way you're talking is so dumb.
Yeah, I don't like I hate like insane villains for like insane's sake.
Yes.
Where it's like they're like insane, but like a good example would be like of a good example would be like say like Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn's insane, and like she's absolutely
The real Harley Quinn, not
not
the modern one.
not the modern one, the original Harley Quinn, who first got introduced in what I think that was a Batman animated series. She wasn't a comic book original.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. Or it was Batman Beyond. I can't remember which one it was. But anyways,
No way, it was Batman Beyond.
It was later than you thought. I think it might have been Batman animated series, but
It had to be because the animated series have way before Batman Beyond.
I know, but I was just surprised like how modern she is.
Yeah.
But like not the modern, but she's like insane. But
Yeah.
she's not like an idiot.
No.
But like you're like, oh, this is fun. Where they do this thing where like sometimes they'll have this character who's just insane to be insane, and that's like his thing. He was just like, I'm crazy, and it's like, how are you this strong then?
I
like
know,
you're
yeah.
like you would easily wouldn't stop because you have to be smart. And then you later on he's like, I've actually figured out that you're using intent based off the eye. I was like, oh, now you can do this.
Now you're a genius level here.
Now like stabbing yourself makes you go ultra violent, which means you have no intent, but your intent would be violence.
Yes.
So
exactly, yeah.
like so it'd be able to read your violence.
I never really got like I get the idea in anime because it's not gonna be the first time something that's happened in anime before where it's like he hit his killing intent sort of thing. But it's like his idea is gonna be that he has no killing intent no intent to harm while he's trying to stab someone. Even Crazy Form is trying to stab someone, which is intent to harm. Like unless he has a tea party with Rolo there. I can never remember his name. Rudo there. There's going to be harmful intent behind it. So the eye is going to trigger again and again. So this is not a good word. I don't know. There was like parts of the fight that were cool. Like there was one scene where he was just like no look to just like fist in the guy's face and beating him, and then so much of the rest of the fight were just him like bouncing around and smoke. It felt like lazy animation for a lot of parts.
It definitely. Oh, I should have known right at the start when they like go off to fight.
Yeah.
And then it stays back with the two guys and it just showed like Cloud and like I was like, huh, that was weird. It's still a very good show and everything like that. It was just one of those like it was very whelmed.
Yes.
Very whelmed.
I was very whelmed.
Very whelmed 2 episodes.
Yes.
Like I was just like, well, actually, the episode before I actually didn't think it was bad.
No,
that was
that
great
was good.
setup.
That
actually.
fight was awesome. Yeah.
I got more of the crew. Glasses girl. She's like, oh, and whoever's like. He said, you'd be the perfect replacement for the staff guy. And he was like,
yeah, Engine. Yeah.
Oh, Engine said he'd be the perfect replacement?
Yeah. Wait. Engine said the staff guy would be the perfect.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Engine
and he's
like,
like,
oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. So, and then like the weird creepy lady who is just a mud puppet, I guess. Well, actually, was she a mud puppet?
Yes, she was.
Yeah. With the puppets and like that stuff was cool. I enjoyed all that. And yeah, this it was episode 6 where I was just like,
This was a lot. The build up to this was kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, it was a momentum killer for me.
But let's move on.
I don't know. Kind of didn't love that the eye was CG'd too.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
I just don't want.
But I didn't love it.
Yeah, because like everything else, minus the giant monsters, everything else is every other vital instrument, even though whatever he animates has not been like that. So I didn't love that.
Also seemed like something that didn't need to be.
Because it really
CG,
didn't move. It didn't move at all.
It barely moved.
Yeah, the eye moved, which I feel like you could easily do.
Yeah.
As you had eye moving anime. It's fine, whatever. I'm kind of disappointed with this episode.
Yes. Let's move on to Lord of Mysteries episodes.
8 and 9?
Yes.
Hey! We're coming to the end of the season. There only have 4 episodes left.
Yeah, you sent me that thing with all the... Well, a lot of these animes are ending, actually.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was.
Which is actually good because October is insane. So we have Spy Family, One Punch Man, My Hero Academia. We have a lot coming out. So it would be good if I never want some of these to end. Like I could probably have.
We have
Danny going forever.
Guys number 8.
Witch Watch I could have going forever. Because that's just an easy one.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Like, it's just an easy watch.
Yeah,
it's just an
true,
easy watch. Kaiju number... Oh, yeah, Kaiju number 8, obviously. Yaiba, do love the show.
Yeah.
I could take a break on that one.
Yeah. To Be Hero X2, I love it, but like
Yeah,
I could take a break because the story is like it's awesome, but I actually got to keep up and focus on this. Like
Exactly.
There's no moment that I can look away in To Be Hero X pretty much, even though it's dubbed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, but Lord of Mysteries. I did not watch episode 8, David said.
Very interesting, good episode. Like as with everything with Lord of Mysteries, every episode's good. Still have no freaking idea what's going on, but these 2 episodes actually did kind of connect in a way. because episode 8 we got to see we got a little bit of backstory of Mr. Neil there, and it's old Neil, and it's really sad because he used to be part of this really cool crew, and then they all lost control and became the Monster Beyonders, and he had to watch them all die pretty much. And then he had one last buddy there from that time period who, by the end of the episode, becomes a monster, becomes a Beyonder monster, kills people, and so Neil is the one that Rose Guy and Klein take him out, but
Neil puts a final bullet.
Neil pretty much sends a teaches Lenny about the rabbits. So it's like, but it's really sad because at the end of the episode too, you get to see Neil's like alone in his house because his wife's dead.
Celeste,
yeah, and Klein's there too. And Neil's playing this like old song and stuff on the piano, and Klein, like, they made it very dramatic for this scene, which I didn't think it'd be as dramatic as it was because we all knew they were dead. Klein looks over at his like mantle, and he sees like pictures of all of his friends and all his buddies and stuff, and each one of them has like a token that belonged to them.
Oh
from,
man, I really wish I watched this episode.
This guy
because that makes episode 9 even sadder.
Yeah, it really
episode
does.
9 was sad, and I didn't even watch that episode.
Yeah, and it was like, it kind of like, it really did help because the guy that transformed in the last episode had like a flask on him all the time, so he put the flask there, and it's like really, really sad stuff. And Klein also did something with the drop. He managed to
take the potion.
No. Remember the sun drop thing?
Oh yes.
Yeah, he managed to convince the Nighthawk head to let him have that again. He staged it all actually with okay.
Miss Daly.
No. Not the evil guy, the bone guy from like the previous episode. The dead his teacher who's I
don't remember his name, but I know
who doesn't die. He pretty much had a bunch of ghosts running around. Like he had the teacher summon a bunch of ghosts into a building so that he could convince the Nighthawk leader to give him that sun drop thing, so he could bring it in there and expel all the ghosts. And then he got an hour to it by himself, where he like, I don't know exactly what he did. He kind of like did a ritual with it, and he put part of its power into 2 golden talismans. So he in essence has talismans connected to that sun god now.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's when the Beyonder monster attacked, who was previously following the chick who has a demon baby or something inside of her, which is probably what caused him to go Beyonder.
Or the Antichrist baby thing.
Yeah, that thing. Whatever was going on with that. Yeah. So that was that episode, and then episode 9.
Episode 9 was really good. Lord Mysteries is so beautifully done.
Yes.
I don't remember Miss Daly. Then I had to look her up.
Yeah.
It's the girl from the beginning, right?
Yes.
The witch lady from the beginning.
Yes,
that was
makes sense.
with Dunn.
Yes.
Because I looked her up and said, I don't know what this is originally from, because if you look up this show at all, it's all like different drawings from clearly something. Not from the anime.
Really?
Or whatever it's called in Chinese anime.
Huh, I don't know.
It's like all these different drawings, and like it must be from the original works.
Okay. Neat.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But this whole episode, and then he finally gets his clown ability, which thank the good Lord he didn't actually get clown face.
Yeah, stuff. I don't know why they call it clown. Maybe because he moves faster and he's lighter, can probably do acrobatics now. Yep. That's my guess. Yeah.
But that cool guy with the red gloves showed up.
Yeah, a little. We get a little bit more. I think what they're trying
from
to
the
do.
Holy Cathedral.
Yeah, I think what they're trying to do with this show right now. So it's like we keep saying it's a Beyonder of the week. I think they're just trying to introduce us to literally all the Beyonder factions that exist.
Yeah.
Because this was the cathedral that worships the Evernight goddess, and he had some insane sword.
Yeah,
which was like
like holy sword thing. Yeah.
That makes that if you swear on it, you're making one of those celestial contracts.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know.
It's funny though that this is like, I get it to an extent of why they would want to keep how to progress as a Beyonder kind of secret, so that not every they don't have Beyonders running around left and right. But like, also, this feels incredibly simple.
I know.
Such a simple thing to find out.
I know.
Like I really just don't know why more people just don't figure it out.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, and also they're like, it's weird that you told your very close friends inside the secret organization we had, or semi-secret organization.
I mean, all my superpower friends that I also want to do well in life.
I know. It's like, wouldn't it be the whole point of us having this group?
Hey, super friends, you want to power up?
Yeah, wouldn't that be the point of this group, to power each other up?
Yeah, and get stronger and be able to fight more things.
Yeah, and then that was cool. That one thing's like, sequence 4, which is like demigod level, and I was like,
oh yeah.
So sequences are a big jump, I guess. Obviously, because like, when the girl drops her papers and Klein's like,
yeah, Klein got insane.
He Spider-Man'd it.
Yeah, which kind of makes me like, I know the clown was also a seer, but like kind of pulling away from the the whole each Beyonder ability has like specific traits that they do. Like,
Well, you got precognition out of it.
You got precognition, but he also has super speed. So it's like, that's really not a physical trait. It's a physical trait, not
That's
a
really
mental
nothing to do with
trait.
seeing.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and eventually air
he can
bullets.
see himself be physically more fit.
Apparently, but he can do air bullets eventually in the future.
He said sequence 7. That was when he get it.
Yeah. So I'm just
he can throw a piece of paper really hard.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna start carrying our tarot cards as weapons. That's
cool. Oh, you thought it was cool?
Oh, that was
I was like, what a dork.
That's
something like that exact outfit.
When in Rome, though.
I know when in Rome, but all I'm thinking, right when he said that, he looks cool and everything like that. But I'm like, that exact outfit and carrying around tarot cards is like, all I could think is just some massive dork doing that in real life, thinking he looks cool.
Oh yeah,
and it's like,
it's a cry for attention.
You don't look cool at all.
So what's the thing you should leave episode where he has dice in his pocket? They're at some trial, and there's two people. There's two people who got busted for like embezzlement, and they're reading their messages off, and they're shit talking him, and he's like, because the fedora wearing guy.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I think he has dice in his pocket, but he's too afraid to pull them out. It's like, you attention person.
And then, old Neil's like, let's all get drinks and I'll pay for them. And they're all like, oh, let's totally do it.
It's funny because the episode before, old Neil, there's a whole sequence of him having his buddy pay for all of his drinks.
That's why they said when he was like, that was weird that he suggested that.
Yeah.
And then he's playing the piano, which makes more sense now.
Yeah.
And he shows up and he's just disgusting and gross.
Yep.
It's very sad though, because they very slowly work their way through the house to get to him.
Yeah. And it was just like, it felt like kind of bad. I mean, like,
felt bad for Dunn.
I felt bad for everybody.
Yeah,
it's true. It's very sad. This is a good friend of theirs. This hurt them and all this stuff. It was just disgusting. It was the entire time. I'm just like, why is there so much hair? Why is there so much hair?
I'm just thought of
pick a lane. Yeah, I know. Pick a lane. And then of course his whole story with his wife and all that stuff was incredibly sad.
Yeah, it's one of those things too. It's just like it's like. Don't you guys believe in an afterlife in this world? I thought you did. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if you do, that's really not cool.
Yeah, not great.
Because I guess they has to, because he said I'll grab her spirit from the other world.
Yeah.
Or whatever, so there would be technically an afterlife.
Yeah. I just want to drag her back here.
So he can be with her.
I guess.
But if you're going to look like that.
Yeah, then maybe not.
He's like, I'll go into the mountains. I was like, and I won't harm anyone. I was like, just you.
Yeah,
looking like that in mountains.
Yeah, that. We're
just gonna Princess Mononoke this again.
Yeah, no. Time to go there. No face.
Dunn shot him, right? Yeah, that was Dunn.
Dunn shot him. Yeah. It was very sad watching Dunn lose his composure in points too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was tough. They drew this one out a bit, but yeah, it was overall a sad episode.
Yeah, sad.
And, sucks to see this Beyonder stuff is like, oh my goodness.
They really leaned into it at the end too, with like all the memories of old Neil.
Oh that was tough.
And now to watch, I haven't watched any of the old Neil's mysticism class or whatever.
I haven't watched any of those either.
Yeah,
I need to go watch that now. Yeah, I kind of have to.
Watch them have someone else teaching the next one.
Oh,
that'd be genius.
That'd be genius. Yeah. Very genius. Yes.
But let's move on. All right, Yaiba Samurai Legend episodes
19 and 20.
Man, you're really close in these. 18 and 19.
One of them's from maybe Yaiba's one that throws me off. I don't know.
These episodes rocked.
Oh my goodness, they're so good.
Maybe Yaiba could go on forever.
I'd be fine with that. I'd be 100% fine.
Because these episodes were so good.
100% fine. They're moving too fast for it to go on forever, though.
Yeah, it's probably almost done actually.
Yeah, it probably is. Sadly.
First one I love. Is his older girl, the one who looks older. Shows. I just love when she's like, yeah, blah blah blah, and immediately Sayaka's like. And that's like really all the only problems they have with each other in these two episodes. But I thought that was really funny.
No, I agree with that. Yeah. When they show up for the fight in the episode before this one, against the the bandit thief and stuff. I was like,
Gunmo or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I was like, when all the traps went off, I was like, this is very enjoyable.
Oh,
because I'm just like, they would just trick you guys over and over again with stuff.
I love, Yaiba falls into one. I just love Miyamoto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's like, how dare you, blah, blah, and he gets just shot off. I was like, ugh.
Oh, buddy.
And I love, I wish I could remember her name. It's like Nayagashi or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember it. It's too long.
Tall girl.
Yeah.
That loves Yaiba.
Yeah.
And Jubei.
Yeah.
Those two are just being badasses.
Yeah. Maybe something there. Who knows?
I hope not, because he's like 1 billion years old and she's like 15.
What's age in
or
Japan?
14 or something like
What's
that.
age in Japan?
That's too far. I don't know. We're not Japanese, so that's why I hope not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just pointing it out.
But they were like badass together.
Technically, he was reborn like 3 days ago.
So he's technically only really 3. Yeah, they were super badass. The animation was nuts when all the ground was like collapsing.
Oh yeah, when they were running along the closing
ground.
Closing ground. Yeah, that was great too. And then at some points they were just absolute monsters against these. There's like
poor dudes.
I know. There's 2 scenes. I think it was actually right when they got off of the closing ground stuff, where they just absolutely obliterate the ninja ogres around them. Who actually at some point, there are a couple points where they actually almost got hits in, didn't they?
Yeah, no, they were actually. I mean, they jumped Yaiba the one time.
Yeah.
When they came out of the ground.
I know.
Because like. You can't see you coming at
they
come at him with like the ground's moving and they have little straws so they can breathe and they just jump out and hit him. It's like, oh no, what a surprise!
Yep, shocker.
I mean, maybe that would be a surprise for Yaiba.
No, it wouldn't be. He has that blind sensibility that he hasn't used in like 10 episodes.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
I know.
Yeah, because he was having trouble fighting. Because the guy actually turned into a cool ass looking like bear thing.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, all right, I did not see that coming.
No.
This actually looks. He's like having massive shurikens that he's using.
Yeah, that was sick too. And then he fucked up.
Well, because Yaiba rode a shuriken.
Yeah, but he hurt Sayaka before that.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
That was where he really messed up, buddy.
I always loved that anime. Yeah, when he hurt Psycho, I was like, you dick, and then Yaiba was like, and I was like, oh, you just made Yaiba mad, which is quite difficult.
Yeah, that's an intense thing to do. Like true, like he's annoyed a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But true rage.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and he was real pissed, and that's where you're like, once again, you're like, Psycho, Yaiba, obviously.
Of course. Yes, I know. That shuriken sequence was sick. Though. I loved the spin in there when he catches his sword in the armor, and the guy was still like, you didn't do anything to me. It's like, dude, he has magic fire.
I know.
You're just gonna pump it.
He gave a good old classic. I can't remember the character's name from. Is it wrong to pick up girls in dungeon? The good old fireball.
Oh yeah, Bell. Yeah. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, no. So that whole sequence, that whole fight was great. And then of course he immediately puts the orb in, at the end of the episode. And of course, in classic Yaiba fashion, just instantly suffers consequences.
Yep. Him and Jubei there gets sent to the darkness realm.
Yeah. What a cool combo.
It is a cool combo. What's cool combo?
Jubei and Yaiba.
Yeah, great combo.
I didn't expect that one.
Yeah, and then also just like I'm interested to see what this orb does.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know what it does.
Agreed. Like,
it sucks in people with dreams.
Yes.
So
everybody.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Other than really sad people, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I don't really know what it does or how it works in battle.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where it's like we gotta figure that one out. If I just summons the giant Kappa out or something like that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That was funny when they showed up and the one was just like, humans, I haven't been here forever.
Hang out with me, man.
Yeah, I know.
Give up on your dreams. Play with me and die.
That's literally what he was like. They're like, where's all the people? Like, they're
right
below
here.
You. They're bones. I was surprised Jubei just totally fell out of it.
Yeah, he did.
His dream isn't as aggressive as Yaiba's, I guess.
Probably not. Yeah, and he's not as full-heartedly dumb as Yaiba is.
That's true.
Who's just like doesn't know how to give up.
Mm-hmm. I loved Yaiba's move. He's like, you know what? I want to stay. Let's have a party.
Oh, that was great. Yaiba. He every now and again he just like those two brain cells. They just like they spark together, and he has great ideas. And he after they lose to the Kappa, yeah.
That's strong ass.
That guy, that Kappa that just lifts mountains apparently for weightlifting. Yeah, when he gets Juve drunk and then summons the werewolf. And I love the little cap. I was like, he's a werewolf?
I know. I love when the cap was like, wait, give up on your dream. And then the werewolf just hits him.
No, the show has some of the best, like knockaway animation.
Yes.
So
That's where Yaiba learned his new move.
Yeah, which was really fun. Yeah.
Yaiba something pinwheel.
Yeah, something pinwheel. Yaiba's moves are all...
They're very spinny.
They're very spinny, and they're like, every way he figures them out, it's just like, how do I explain it? It feels like trailer park trash sword style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much.
I mean, that's like pretty much what he is. He's jungle trash.
Yeah, jungle trash. Yeah. It's just like everything he figured out is so unorthodox and like.
I love like when he first tried to use it, didn't work. He's like, why didn't it work? And he realized like, oh, my sword was stuck. So he sticks it between his little shoes there. Yeah. Oh, I forgot in the episode before. I love when he got serious and he took his shoes off.
That was really because those things are heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
crazy
awesome.
Heavy. Yeah, so that was really cool.
Yeah, and he spins in there and this breaks the cap into shreds, which is great.
Oh yeah, I know that was and then I was like, oh wow, we're not actually gonna get an orb this episode.
Oh yeah.
And then Sayaka screams and they just pop out.
Yep.
And he picks it up and just immediately turns that thing into ice.
Yep.
The baseball bowl.
Yep. I don't know. Yep. Miyamoto's back giving out the worst.
I know. That's awesome.
The show has such great moments, but yeah, it wasn't a crazy amount going on. Like there was a lot going on, but it was like a lot of just like Yaiba had to get through it all. These last two episodes, the extra orb is really dope, and Mr. Spider getting some very rare praise, not to his face, from Onimaru.
Just because he got him mad enough.
Got him mad enough that he helped him figure out a giant attack.
Yeah, I love when he like slices something and it just blows up out of a mountain, and he's like, duh. This isn't enough.
I know. I know. Meanwhile, you use none of that on Yaiba when he first attacked you. That's like a Kaido level move there. Yeah, exactly. But you used none of that on Yaiba when he first showed up. You just sort of broke your... I mean, I guess he did make a tornado. No, he did make a tornado.
Yeah, and he's good. Yeah, I mean, he's been training a lot more. Remember, because the scientist pointed out, you're not training with this.
True, yeah, true. So he's getting better and all that stuff.
But their fight's pretty close because the last orb, which I love Sayaka was like, oh, the last orb is the dragon orb, the one we were specifically looking for? How unlucky are we? And I was like, excuse me, the show just pointing out that like...
Plot!
Yep, I love that actually.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what... because it revealed the previous orb users.
Yeah, he looks like a...
Old samurai guy.
Yeah, with like a mustache.
Very interesting.
He'll definitely be some historical guy.
Probably. Might be the one who has the dragon orb still.
Yeah, maybe.
Might still be alive. Might be a dragon. Who knows?
We'll see. Oh, also, I totally forgot when, in the episode before, when they're surrounded, and I was like, hit me the big orb. And Sayaka's like, it's not charged. He's like, it will give me enough. And his head just gets big. I was like, Yaiba.
Patience. Also, remember when the old monk was like, it'll recharge soon?
Yeah, it's been days ago.
Yeah, it's like, get out of here, man.
Yeah, it's been so long.
Yeah, you don't know how this orb works at all.
All right, let's move on to Witch Watch episodes.
Oh, geez. 19 and 20.
Yes!
Hey!
These two episodes, Is this what were you talking about? What was the top of the episode?
The most recent episode of Witch Watch.
Yeah, these two episodes I loved.
Yes.
I agree that the most recent one was better, but the first one was obviously heartwarming and amazing because Moise finds the letter that Nico wrote him a long time ago
with magic intent.
Which it's like, man, maybe she needed to be sent to that school a lot earlier.
Yeah.
You just let this 1,000 witch level little girl run around electrocuting, deservedly so.
Yeah, dumb. I deserve to get scared a little bit.
Anime does punky little boys better than anything else.
Really do. They do punky teenagers good too. It's really weird. They just like that. It must be a real like
snot-nosed punks must be a real thing.
Yeah, it's like you just want to beat the crap out of them all the time. Oh yeah, they really killed it with those kids. Those kids make no sense to me too on a level that like they're the ones that got beat up already by Moy, and then they came back for more.
I know.
They were like.
They're like, Nico, you don't want to hang out with him. He's a loser. Look at us. It's like, what, the 4 kids who got beat up by him?
Yeah. What are you talking? Like,
yeah,
you guys already got schooled.
Yeah, you're not cool at all.
I would have been taking the blessing that his dad made him apologize, and I would stay away from him.
Yeah. And then your move to get Nico to hang out with you more is to rip up the letter she's writing to Moy.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, you guys are idiots.
Yeah, you guys have zero game. Coming from a guy who has zero game. Like, come on.
Game respecting game.
Exactly.
But and then I love Nico lighting his butt on fire. Oh my god. I love how she's just like, they're the same as they are now. Where she's like, I have the spell, and he's like, let's not do that.
Yeah,
and then she's like, like the swing one. She's like, it's like a rocket. And he's like, I'm not doing. And then also he's like, ah. And then Nemu realizing there that she pretty much forced Moi into just always being friends for now.
For now.
Because there's a wall in the heart that gets overflowed.
She cursed him, essentially.
Yeah, cursed him, which you're not allowed to do.
Nope, it's a bad thing to do, even though she cursed him with pink magical love magic.
I know. Also in this episode, it was like, you're like, oh yeah, and Moi's mom is dead. And which, like, I just didn't know what happened to her, really. Yep. And maybe that was mentioned, I forgot. And he was at her grave, and he's like, Mom, remember when I told you I had friends, and I didn't because I didn't want to hurt your health? I was like, damn.
Jeez, dude.
And then he's like, well, now I really do have friends. I was like,
oh,
damn.
I
was like, which watch?
What are you doing here?
Pulling at the heartstrings.
What are you doing here?
Why are there so many dead parents in the show?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but especially with anime, it's like you really don't have to, like, you never have to worry about parents because it's always an afterthought of like, oh, they're just gone.
They're either dead or they're on a long business trip.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Or they shipped you here and don't care.
Yeah. Like, parents don't exist in anime.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Unless for plot when they need to show up to like intimidate the boy who's like,
true.
Or they're grabbing Sebastian.
Rise, Sebastian. Remastered Kaniji.
I know. And then they do the whole. I love the sequence of like their little like plants above their head.
That was great
for like each person.
That was great. Yeah. I forgot what happened. Things do. There's some bugs in them.
Some of them were just ridiculous and stupid. But I love it. She's like, Nebu, now you and Kiko, and she's like, no.
I don't want that.
Yeah. She's like, and then they see Moi's, and it's just like a caterpillar protecting another caterpillar, and then it turns into obviously like a gigantic flower
moth thing.
Yes, I love when they go outside and like, we have to get Moi to look at a picture of Nico. And he was like, isn't this perfect? Shouldn't we sit outside more often and eat snacks? And Moi's like, yeah, I guess it's time to time. And Khan's just like, so anyways, look at this.
It's so good.
Khan is he's just.
They're all idiots. They're so stupid.
And I love how they showed, I can't remember, Muharu, the vampire boy.
Oh, yeah.
And they just showed him at the end. He's like, I missed this because he was taking a nap.
Yeah, he was tired. That was fantastic, and it was very heartwarming there. Like the scene where it showed that Moi was all into Nico. And
it's better be a Kaguya Love is War thing where like at the end of Witch Watch, like Moi and Nico get together.
I really hope it is because they're like hardcore pushing it in the first season.
And it's actually kind of nice that like all the friends are in on it, kind of thing, which is good. And then next episode is the second best couple in the show.
Oh my goodness. I was on the edge of my seat watching this episode because I felt like you. I was like, I'm enjoying the hell out of this teenage romance way too much.
It's so great.
Like I like it in Dan to Dan. I think it's great, and I always think it's great in other anime where it's like it's so cute. But this one, I was like,
it's probably been the episode of the week.
Not the episode of the week for me, but no. It was like, oh my goodness. I don't know. It was just something about when she like. She's into Wolf and all this stuff, and then she wasn't really into Kigo with the whole, whole petting situation. Still weird. But that is like, did you get like pretty much the bum at the end, more or less moment?
The bum that turns into a movie? That's like her.
Yeah, she's like Thumbelina in it. And it was like, what happens if you lost your necklace one day or something like that? I was
dying laughing.
Me too.
Cut to that.
Me too. It went on for so long, and every time it's like, oh, this is still going on.
Yeah, it was so funny.
And then he's like in the sunlight bubble moon thing, and it's like she sees, oh my gosh.
I love when she talked about it. She's like, well, Moi because he's like protective and strong, and then Wolf because of like he saved me or something. And those pecs.
Still a girl.
But they Kigo, but they're a perfect couple.
They really are. And it's awesome too that like her and Wolf get along as well. More or less. Really weird relationship. But
she wants Kiko more now.
That is true, yeah. That is kind of true. I
never thought I'd prefer that with Wolf first time. I was like, this is what we need.
Yeah.
And then now Kiko, I'm like, this
guy is good. Although I am gonna be very, very honest and say that if I think ice skating looks gay as fuck.
Well, obviously.
Dude, oh my goodness.
It never looks cool.
When all the cuts they had to him and the leotards and stuff, it was like, oh, your mom didn't like you.
That's it. Well, everyone knows ice skating's gay. Like,
really there's a whole anime about it.
Yeah, and they're gay.
Yeah.
In the anime.
That's the point of it.
So like.
I just like, I don't know.
The only time it looked cool is when he was just like.
Yeah, it looks cool when he was skating without the leotard.
Or anything.
When he wasn't in the leotard, it looks fine. But when he hit the leotard, I was like, oh, I don't want to see that. Yeah, it was weird.
Like,
but I did love how like he picked up ice skating again pretty much, but on air, which was really cool.
Yeah, because the episode starts with Moi, Khan, and Muhar there just like beating up those like thugs who are clearly part of like a real mafia gang, a Yakuza gang.
Yeah.
And then, Kigo can't do anything. One of my favorite parts of that, real small thing, is when Nico and Kigo are talking, for some apparent reason, you can hear the other three talking in the background for no reason. Doesn't tell you what they're saying.
No.
I don't know even if you could understand it, even if you knew
they're talking.
Japanese, but they're just like in the background
jabbering
talking for some reason.
It's so loud.
And then when, even though it's a true line, he's like, it's like the pressure of, first of all, also Nimu's mom is nuts.
100%, yeah.
What the fuck?
She is batty.
Yeah.
She is insane, dude. Like, you can't show any emotion ever.
Yeah.
And you're a good girl if you do.
Yeah, and then she's like, and then he was like, oh, okay. And she's like, oh, you're the best, Bubba. And I was like, oh, no.
Oh, what on
She
earth?
might, she's good, I guess.
Maybe.
Technically.
Yeah, in the strictest sense.
Yeah.
But she's a bad mom and a weirdo.
Yeah, and now Nimu is like, she's like, now I can do whatever I want. They're going to be a great couple going forward.
It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
It's going to be so friggin' awesome.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's like I was trying to explain, so people are like, how do adults watch this? I'm like, you're watching it as you were watching, dumb teenagers, and you're just like, these fools.
Yes, exactly.
You're not like, how to say this? Like, you're not like, ooh, you're not like that. You're just like, oh, knees. And I hope these crazy kids end up together.
I'm gonna compare. This is a bad comparison because what I'm comparing to sucks. But it's like watching trash TV, Love Island and the Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Like, you're watching morons be dumb. In this instance, we're just watching kids be stupid. Yeah, it's very funny.
And
enjoyable and nice.
Yeah. So it's like, I think that's like, yes, if someone's watching it, like I'd pick Nimu because she's so cute and amazing. Oh, she's wife material. I'd be like, all right.
That's weird.
This isn't like a Nico Robin versus Nami situation who are both adults.
Yeah, when you want to live the life that you're watching there, it's like, it's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. But if you're just watching like these dumb, crazy kids.
Yeah,
like I said, the beach scene, the beach episode, the river episode cracks me up when the two girls show up in bikinis. I was like, oh, these dumb boys are about to lose it.
Yeah, it was funny. At the end of the episode, too, the very, in the credits,
credits.
Oh yeah.
And
the credits when they're just. I will say when the credits when they're just going back and forth and showing all the scenes that they're in the scenes together. I'm like, okay, guys, these weren't romantic scenes for the most part. They were just in this area together.
I just love that. I love that because that's how dumb the show is. It's doing it on purpose. Just to be like, look at because usually you would get that in a slice of life anime as like all the subtle scene, like Ollie will have that for sure, like all the subtle scenes of them together all the time towards the end when they finally or something. So in this one they did the same thing, but it's just a bunch of
random scenes that don't connect the way they want them to.
But when she walks in and sits on his lap, I was like yes.
Oh, this is amazing. Yes.
It's gonna be so awkward.
100% yes.
When you actually, Kiko's probably the only one who would be the least awkward about it.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Khan is gonna lose his mind.
Yes.
He's actually going to be probably mad. But Drew, let me pay you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, Witch Watches. That was a great pickup.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, really was.
We only got a few more episodes of that, I think, too.
Yeah, because this is episode 20.
Yeah.
So probably only like two or four.
Yep. All right.
So sad.
Let's move on to Sakamoto Days. It's actually 3 episodes.
3 episodes?
Yes.
We missed 3 episodes of Sakamoto Days? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so. They continued. Their season, so it's got to be like I don't know, 16, 17, 18.
15, 16, 17.
I wanted to start with 15. It was calling to me for a second.
Yeah. The show rocks.
The show is so good. You see how I was like with last week's episode? I was like, that could be episode of the week there.
Yeah.
Like,
episode 15. I'm trying to remember specifically.
That's when he beats
Spindly Kid.
Yeah, Spindly Kid and recruits him afterwards.
Yeah, after the sword guy, the old man who's like the strongest dude ever.
Apparently, yeah.
Cuts the tower just so it can fit correctly. Yes.
Yeah. Fucking wild stuff.
Yeah, he recruited that kid. We got the kid's backstory. I don't feel bad for him.
No, that kid's a nightmare.
I don't know this whole thing we're supposed to feel kind of bad for him. I don't.
No, not at all. In fact, I was trying to put in the context they've all killed people, they're all killers in some sense, so of course they would just pick someone else up, but that kid's insane. I would put him in a padded room.
Yeah, no, he's crazy.
But they're using him now, and he's part of the gang sort of.
He did help in the episode.
Yeah.
Then, which episode 16 was the craziest one.
It was wild,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
that
I was
was
like,
awesome.
when they just like, so we're end of the
50.
String Kid episode, with Slur and his little lackey there showing up to the JAA, and then them going right into the JAA the next episode and just ripping people to shreds.
That one dude is strong as.
Oh, you know, we've watched so much, especially these last 2 episodes. We've watched so much with Sakamoto and the gang not kill people, that I do forget that they murder the living crap out of like yes, we've seen other people die and get killed by other assassins, but this was like massacre level.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, you forget about that part of the show sometimes.
When the 4 guys with the guns are like shooting at him, and he just takes off all their heads.
Yep, like it was nothing.
And then like the cyborg kind of dude shows up, and he sends that guy flying to a parking garage, dead into a car.
Yeah, knocked him away. Yeah, that was nuts.
But then that old man shows up, and he's like, "Oh, this is too much for me."
Yep, and it's like, oh boy, shoot! And then even Slur was like, yeah,
this is too much.
This is not the fight we want to do. Managed to get Sakamoto to go nuts though.
Yes, because he threatened his children.
Yeah, can't be doing
and
that.
his child.
Can't be doing that.
And then Shin kind of ruining it.
A bit, but yes, a bit. I understand the context of the show. He didn't ruin it, but I'm like, you can't ruin it.
No,
It was like I kind of
Sakamoto literally was like, "Don't get involved."
Yeah, and Sakamoto was like, I'm gonna beat this guy's face and kill him.
Yeah,
like,
I know. Oh no, I'm talking about before that.
Oh,
I know that's where Shin felt really bad
when he screwed up there.
Yeah, he's like, stay back, and then he's like, he tried to jump in, and then Sakamoto got hurt. I was like, you idiot.
Yeah, you moron. Like, I know in your defense on this one that this is how you guys have operated every other time, pretty much. But like, come on. These guys murdered all the assassins in here.
I know.
Like, maybe
he's definitely stronger than you should.
Yeah, maybe like Slur made you so scared you couldn't move for a second. But last time we met him, like maybe you just hang back on this one. Hang back. Didn't they like rip String Kid's like arm off or something like that? They hurt him pretty bad, didn't they?
They hurt him pretty bad.
Did Sakamoto save him in time?
I can't remember what happened with him, especially. I know the guy with the hammer who lost his hammer due to the old man with the sword lost his arm because the old man with the sword.
Yep.
And then he kicked it at him. He's like, who needs it anyways?
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was funny. And then the old man with the sword just blocked it.
Yeah. I like the story of Slur as like one of their old schoolmates or something like that. Like, even Nagamo was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that like Sakamoto was supposed to kill but didn't.
Yeah.
Why didn't he kill him?
Why did you? Or he thought he was dead.
He did think he was dead.
So like, I don't know.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. I like Slur a lot as a villain.
I like Slur's just pretty much like the JAA has gotten weak, so he wants to make him.
Yeah, we're gonna do a culling.
Bro, yeah.
Which explains probably what he's been doing this entire time.
Yeah, just killing all the assassins.
Yeah, all the weaklings that he doesn't like. So that was great, and like, the animation for him was nuts, and the giant slash at the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It was awesome. That guy is super awesome.
Yeah, well, in the next episode they talk about he like no one knows who he is. He literally is maybe an incarnation of all the killing intent and all the assassins in Japan.
Like he's like a Santa Claus.
Yeah. Which is awesome. Which is like, it was amazing. The entire fight, all that. This and the episode after that.
This is the plane episode.
Oh yeah, that episode was also. They had
going
really
to JCC. That episode reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, they kill each other.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of killing on that plane.
Yes,
like a lot of it.
Tons. It's very slaughterhouse.
There's one guy who's hiding in the bathroom and also like.
That was intense. Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, oh, I would say poor dude, but he's going to train to be an assassin.
Yeah, to kill other people.
And that stupid bald guy who was like yelling at Sakamoto.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Had a headband that said "Kill Baby."
Yep, and then he's gonna come back around because he only got his butt whooped.
Yeah, he didn't die.
I liked the guy that was like, "Hey, morons! I'm just gonna wait till you're all done, and then I'll come out." And he slid back into the luggage. This weird mohawk. I was like, okay,
he'll be back around.
Oh yeah, him. The guy that was probably all the characters that had some definition. I'm like the guy that was like calculating out where the right spot was. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I actually liked him. And then blue hairish girl who
she's definitely based on the opening. Her like family member relative is going to be like that other classmate they're talking about with Sakamoto. Oh yeah, really? There's this blue haired chick in the opening that Sakamoto and Nagamo are around in it. And I'm guessing it's the other student they were talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In like that previous episode or something like that.
That blue hair girl?
The blue hair girl is going to be related to another blue hair girl that looks like her that I'm guessing is the extra student that Steeljaw was talking about in the previous episode. It was like,
yes.
Oh yeah, of course no one talked about me because they're only talking about you guys at the academy and then this other student.
Okay, that makes sense. And then my classic self was like, she looks about Shin's age.
Well, there's your triangle.
Love triangle.
There's your triangle. Yep, right there.
Lou would hate it.
Oh yeah, she would hate it, and she in her gangster form would attack her.
Yes, and I have a feeling that this blue hair girl is a lot stronger than she was made to look in this episode.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
because she looks utterly
I think
useless.
she just didn't have her weapon of choice. Yeah, that's why it came down.
She looked utterly useless in the show, but I was like, man.
Yeah,
I did love when he beat up that one guy with the pen. They're like, everyone's like, well, he must be a administrator because no one that strong would be able to. Yeah. And then I was actually really glad Shin beat the crap out of that mask kid because I hated that kid.
That kid was annoying.
He was so annoying.
He was so annoying. He's still coming back around, but he was so annoying. It was just like...
He thought he was so cool.
Yeah, he was 14, and it's like, oh, you're
he's wearing a mask. He's a germaphobe.
You're an annoying teenager.
Yeah. And he's just like, I did love what he said to Shin. He's like, old man. She's like, I'm 19.
21.
And he's like, or 21, sorry. He's like, oh, I'm 14, so 21's ancient. I was like,
that was kind of funny.
Punk.
That was
I know, but it was funny.
It was funny, yeah. And Shin got so pissed. Shin activating his superpower, was awesome. Like, that was like, when he just like, this fight's done now.
Yeah, he literally beat the living crap out of him.
I loved it.
With his grenade knife boots.
Yeah, I didn't hate that.
I didn't hate him either.
Especially for a guy who doesn't like get his hands dirty.
Yeah.
His gimmick. I thought it was cool. I like the spinny attack, but yeah, Shin was just
But I was so glad she just beat the living crap.
Sakamoto style too.
Yeah,
like a wave of fists. Yeah. So that's I'm very interested in this new school arc that's starting.
At the start episode, I did like when his wife finds it, is like, you're gonna send our daughter to this, and he's like, no,
I'm not going to do that.
And then Shin's like, oh no.
Yeah. He knew exactly what was coming.
Also, I think it was the end of that one of the episodes. Can't remember which one. I don't know if you watched the after credit scene where they're all talk about how they're hanging out with the sniper guy.
Yeah.
So
everyone's
funny.
friends with him. Yeah, that's great. Did you watch the after scene for this episode?
I think so.
Where it was the ascent, where it was Slur and his buddies there.
Saying
goodbye to the guy that killed himself.
Yeah.
It was like, oh well. Yeah. I still don't feel anything for this, but I give you credit. Yeah, I give you guys credit for trying to give me a little bit of something there. But these guys are heartless monsters.
Yes. All right, let's move on to the last thing.
Let's do it.
How did I forget to do the time for that? Oh, jeez.
It's fine. We'll subtract.
All right.
When it starts.
One Piece. Bam, 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 bam. All right, episode.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. 11:41.
Ooh, nice. 11:40.
Oh, dang it. Dang it. I was so close.
Yes, 11:40.
There's a lot.
It's an 8.6.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I take back. I had a statement earlier on the podcast, a few episodes ago. I was like, every episode after this is going to be a 9 or higher. This is Toei's fault.
Yes.
That it's not a 9.
Yes.
Because as you've listened to the podcast, they dedicated so much time to just Luffy bouncing around.
I know.
And they did our boy dirty again.
I know. They did. They committed all the problems that we've been having.
I know.
In this one episode. Let's start with Luffy. Okay. Before all of you people that always make the same comment over and over again, we know the sounds and the goofiness are what Oda want, and that's fine. I'm actually getting really over the whole running sequence sounds.
The sounds actually didn't bother me at all.
No,
and the laugh didn't bother me at all.
No, not at all. You know what did bother me? The fact that it took a million years for all to take place. They're milking the jumping scenes and the rubbery moving scenes way too much. It's the same problem we had when he first transformed. Everyone talked about how they milked the hell out of him bouncing around up there in Onigashima. And I'm just like, they're doing it again. Yeah. They can't seem to let's let Gear 5 even in One Piece pacing. Can't seem to let Gear 5 just go and get it done and get to the fight.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, yeah, 100% agree. And yes, to everyone who's like, that's what Oda wants. And I'm like, just because Oda wants it doesn't mean it's always good.
Yes.
This is how, I've never understood this. It's like you have authority God complex with Oda where it's like, well, if Oda says it, then it's fine.
Yeah.
And we're not like the dumb idiots who are like, Vivi's actress, where everyone's just like, can you believe this? And it's like, well, Oda approved. You don't even need to say Oda approved. It just makes sense that she would look like that.
Yeah, man.
Everyone who's upset about that casting is an idiot.
Yeah, that is very
This isn't
true.
Black Snape, where it doesn't make any sense.
No,
Vivi, I was like, this makes more sense than
Yeah.
her being the palest character that's in the show.
And especially in context what the show's doing right now, they have all the characters from where Oda says that they're traditionally from in that Netflix show already.
Yeah,
They're all not Asian.
But this is just it was just so much bouncing.
Yes.
Endlessly. So much bouncing.
And they did scenes, I felt like, I'm no videographer. I feel like they did scenes out of order because They did. So we knew Luffy was back and doing all of his stuff and bouncing around. Everyone knew he was bouncing around. And then, like, when the moment he gets to the fight with Saint Saturn, they have to, for some reason, cut to the Gum Gum fruit doing, like, its double pulse there. It's like, that scene should have happened right before Luffy transformed, or right when Saint Saturn, like, sensed him, or right before he sensed him, or something like that. Like, you guys are, they're overly padding everything more than usual with One Piece.
Yeah, they really, I don't know.
And it's only with Gear 5.
The one thing I don't like, there must be a disconnect that like I'm seeing online. I'm not seeing anyone online love Gear 5.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it if they were like, oh, everyone loves this.
Yeah.
But like, maybe in Japan it's big or something.
Maybe.
And there are people who do really like Gear 5. Once again, we love Gear 5 in the manga.
In the manga, it's amazing.
And honestly, like, majority non-bouncing scenes in this one, like Luffy's punch was great. Him existing was good.
Yeah.
But like, the bouncing was just overdone.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just not, it's like, seems like Toei's like, oh yeah, this is what they want. But I'm not seeing anyone being like, this is great.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like,
I 100% agree with
like
you.
it, so
it's
like,
the same thing that happened when Gear 5 first came around in the anime. It like splashed in the internet and everyone was like, eh.
Yeah, it was a huge disappointment.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Because I think they're just screwing it up.
Yeah.
I literally think I literally just think that they're dedicating too much time to the moments that Gear 5 is on screen.
Oh, absolutely.
If they just like, if they have the amount of time that they were focusing on at this episode,
Absolutely.
would have been perfect.
Oh, yeah, it'd been great.
Perfect. Condensed all that.
If you just went into Gear 5.
Yeah, that's also true.
Like, just like, it's just like, they're what they're doing is like, they're showing it, like, I get it in like, one point you could have done the bouncing a little bit just for Bonnie's sake. It's the first time she's seen it.
Yeah.
So it's like that scene's dramatic, which a lot of One Piece fans were complaining about that scene, saying it wasn't as animated as well as it should be, or like drawn as well. I thought it was fine.
I saw the panel comparison. Like, I get what they're saying, but also there's so much more egregious stuff I talk about in this episode.
I thought that was fine.
Like,
I thought it was fine. Yeah. And because of like Luffy's just over bouncing, because like they just think like, oh yeah, everyone just wants to see this again because there's things like that were overshadowed because we had to watch Luffy bounce a bunch. Like one, they just like went real quick, like the reveal of Bonnie can control the pacifistas, which is like a huge thing in the manga. I remember when we read that, we were like, whoa!
Yeah, I do remember they really just like, they didn't hit as hard because they were too focused on that. Like, yeah, that's really, really true.
They're like really weirdly, like when Gear 5 happens, they're like, guys, that's the only thing that's happening. And it's like,
screen.
It's one of those things, I understand it's incredibly important because like, you know, Nika and everything and Joy Boy and all this kind of stuff. But I just feel like it's making me worry about like Gear 5 scenes.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm sorry, I was thinking about like when Gear 4 came on the scene, Gear 4 was awesome. It was amazing. And like for the episodes that it was like it first came around, it was really focused on. But after that, Gear 4 was sort of like, yeah, Luffy did it and went into it, but it was always just like a power. It wasn't like an endless power up that we always got. Like he would just go into Kong or go into Snake Man.
Yeah,
like
the first time he went to Snake Man against Katakuri there.
Yeah,
it's like that scene is like drawn out long. But after that, every time he goes to Snake Man, he just goes into Snake Man.
Yeah, he just does it. And it's like that's what they're, and like the manga does that with Gear 5 too. It really just turns into just a power.
Because that's what it is.
It's what it is. And like the anime, we've talked about this before. They just can't seem to wrap their head around like this isn't the story right here.
No,
like this is like Gear 5 is not the story. No. Like it's part of it, but it's not the entire like episode. And they're just like they can't figure that out. Just treat it like Gear 4.
Yeah, and it's so funny too because I feel like it's just like remember that one guy commented on thing was like maybe you guys just don't like One Piece, and I was like we fucking
are you shitting me?
We love One Piece. Like
what? You guys, dude, like yeah, bro. Like I just think you have bad opinions. Like,
but it's like the thing is like. Someone needs to explain to me in the comments. It's just like, you think this bouncing up and down? Do we want this every time he goes in Gear 5? Because that's what's happened every time. And later on, there's panels in the manga where like, if that happens, like especially like later on, like you know that one short fight scene, not even a fight scene, but you know what I'm talking about. If that happens in that, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah,
I would be actually mad
because he just goes into it.
Yeah, why can't they do like earlier in Egghead is when they he does it Luffy does go Gear 5 real quick when they like near the snack machine or something like that, and like they kind of like even it shows it in the anime he does it real quick. It's like just do it like that.
Yeah, do something like that. But they're too busy. But they're like, we got to dump the entire animation budget on this.
And you can play Drums Liberation while he's still just play it.
Actually, that's what it sounds like. That's great. But they like
how is like you know what was it I'm already forgetting the Goku's move there. Super Saiyan.
Kamehameha?
No.
Super Saiyan.
The
Super Saiyan
Ultra
God
Instinct.
mode?
Ultra
Ultra
Instinct.
Instinct.
That was Ultra Instinct's like power up scene, shorter than Luffy's sixth time going year 5.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what are we doing out here?
Yeah.
Like, he bounced forever in this episode.
I know. And you know, there was like
I did enjoy when they showed the island bouncing and the Navy being like,
what's
what's
going on? Those were awesome scenes. Like even when whatever it overshadows this really great scene, and we'll get to the stuff that happens before it. But when Kizaru is about to cut Bonnie and Kuma and everyone to shreds there, and then Luffy's fist is just there, that's a great scene. That was like one of those ones like, oh, and like, he just like Gear 5 was just there at that point, but then they had to do the whole.
And that's actually where the laugh was really good.
Yeah,
because all of a sudden you just hear the laugh.
And he's like, huh? And then even the sound hit too.
Yeah,
it was a
really
goofy sound,
good.
and it was amazing.
It was really good.
But then they just but then they had to go like ham with just pin. It's like Taylor Swift every time friggin' Travis Kelce gets a touchdown. It's like pan to her.
Look, he's bouncing.
Yeah.
You guys seen? You guys know that when he goes in Gear 5, he bounces around a lot.
A lot, and it really affects everything around him.
We have to really lean into this,
like hardcore.
And because of that, yes, other things got overshadowed. I do think the end of the episode was incredible. We'll get to that, but we've got to talk about it. I have one thing I sent you. Who Vin Smoke Judge is in charge of Toei.
Yeah, because he hates Sanji.
Because, like, you can animate Luffy bouncing around 1 billion times, but you can't animate the one panel.
You can't animate the panels that are actually in the anime.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
manga.
Where Sanji kicks the laser beam.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the manga. Like, why would you not animate that?
And it looks better than him just, like, getting juked by Kizaru.
And he just dodges in, like, lets everyone else get...
And, like, it was weird because they, like, made, like... They tried to cover it up with like, oh, let's make the sequence where he kicks Kizaru. It's like really animated really well. Kizaru dodging. But it's like, okay, one, that doesn't happen. And two, it'd be way cooler and better if he just kicks away the laser, showing that he's strong enough to do stuff like this. But instead they just made him sort of look like, you're about as strong as Brook. Like, Brook could do something like this.
It also defeats the whole, like, I don't understand why this is like, I don't know why they did it. And I don't want to hear like, well, because animation reasons. It's like, okay, well, there's so much CGI in this episode. They definitely had time.
You know how much easier it would be to animate him just kicking it as opposed to the insane shit you did?
Yeah. Two, it makes no sense why Sanji had to get there as quick as he possibly did. One of the reasons he gets there is because he kicks away a laser.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But no, whatever. And then also, like brought up before, like when he kicks Saint Saturn in the manga, I was like, oh, because no one else has hit him.
Yeah.
Besides,
really.
I think
Bonnie
Kuma. And Kuma. So I'm like, oh, and then like, then Sanji comes in and kicks him. I was like, oh! Sanji had such a better arc in the manga in Egghead.
100%.
They made him look like useless.
Yeah, they're really shitting on him hard.
Yeah, I don't know. And that's the thing. It's like, this is one of those things where it's like, when people are like, well, with Gear 5, like, and this is what Oda wanted. And I'm like, is this what Oda wanted with Sanji?
Yeah.
But it doesn't make any sense because he drew it different.
Yes. He drew it very different.
Two chapters ago, that awesome, like...
careful.
I'm saying that awesome poster with, like, Sanji and Zoro.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It was great, yes.
It's like...
But
so it must be
like
just
Sanji,
Toei?
I think it is, because Sanji is, like, in the manga, a pillar of the crew. Like, hardcore. Like, there's none of this, like Zoro...
He's the left hand of the pirate
Exactly, yeah. And it's like, there's none of this, like, he's so, like, they make him look semi-useless right now. And I'm just like, why? What's the point? You've made him look great all the way up until this point, and for some reason, I mean, I guess in Wano it started, but like you made him look, or actually, I think we saw it might have happened in Whole Cake, but I don't remember. The rabbit hole goes deep. One Piece fans are insane.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't understand the Sanji hate. It's really, really weird.
In this one, I especially just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why you would just not animate him kicking that laser.
I like how people are calling it out now, though.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
everyone should. There are some people like, well, Sanji's a womanizer. It's like, get out of here, nerd. Get out of here, nerd.
Do you like One Piece? Or do you like One Piece? Like that's like
no,
it's on the wrong stuff.
Yeah, no, it's again, it's like even if you were like, so say Gear 5 was like animated like exactly like this in the manga.
Sure.
Then I'd be like, well,
he did it for panel to panel. I have to do it, yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But, like, and we talk about all the time, I do enjoy, like, Galaxy Impact is way more animated than it is in the manga and all this kind of stuff like that. And sometimes it's really good. This, we just don't like.
Yeah. I like when they take liberties. This is a bad liberty, though.
Don't
They're
like
taking
it.
a bad take on this.
And it just took away from things. Like, St. Saturn getting stabbing Vegapunk. I mean,
oh, my goodness. Yeah, overshadowed by this.
Also, that makes me worried about, in the opening.
Uh-huh.
Great opening, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Vegapunk's on the screen.
Yeah. We'll get to it. We'll talk about the manga.
See you guys next year.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna be
Yeah.
a long one.
Yes.
And then the Giants showed up. That was
nice.
Dope.
That was really nice.
Was really
Awesome. They're just like, I thought they spanned 100 years ago. It's like, why aren't you running?
I know.
Like, why
those guys are screwed.
Yeah.
They got passing pieces on one side. Giants showing up on the other side. They're just like,
It makes you really think about the fan letter episode where the Marines are just like, I had Marine Corps just like,
or the one where they William Dafoe did.
That was great too.
Yeah.
It was like, we're regular people. No.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm hoping. But I didn't. Yeah, I feel like they're just like there's. I don't know. So like, prime example, I feel like the Viking ship showing up, the Giants pirates. That is One Piece pacing.
Yes.
Like that took longer than it needed to.
Yeah, 100%.
But it was still good.
It was great.
But it's just like the Gear 5 thing is like every time Gear 5 happens, this is happening. Yeah. It had to be like 5 minutes of the episode.
Oh, 100%.
Which in One Piece, that's a quarter of the episode.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah, maybe more the way they pace it. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it's like, hey, honest. Yeah.
The biggest point of this episode, besides the giant pirate showing up, should have been Bonnie telling the pacifistas.
Yeah.
That
should have been insane.
And then her seeing Nika.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like the first like half the episode was just like going, and I was just like,
yeah, I was really exhausted.
Like how was the scene where she sees him as Nika the first time? Like 0.1 second.
Yeah.
But like there's like 2 minutes of him bouncing. It's like that scene classic One Piece should have lasted like a minute.
Yeah, it should have.
Where it's been like hit 50 different angles.
Yeah, we should have had 3 different flashbacks. We definitely should have. But instead they like decide to dedicate a bunch of time to the same frame of the buildings just bending around there. And it's like, what?
I don't know.
I really don't get it. It's really weird to me. I don't know.
Well, I hope next episode looks like a lot's gonna happen. So
hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
I thought a lot of it was gonna happen this episode. Yeah. But, over here.
Now that I'm reading the manga, I am kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe let's speed this up.
This speeds up just a tad. Yeah.
Kuma's backstory, actually, at first I was like, this is going too slow. And then when it ended, I was like, that was perfect.
They paced it amazingly.
It was perfection.
Yeah, it was
that was
great,
dumb of me to complain about any of it.
Not a single speck.
But this, like, what's bothering me is, like, I know for some One Piece anime only fans, like, they did feel like Kuma's backstory was a little long. Then it ended really good, and they were happy about that. And then I was, like, talking to friends of ours and other people we said on the podcast are like, and then it gets fucking great. Mm-hmm. And then it gets crazy. And now I'm like, I look like an idiot.
Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah,
because it's been like 3 episodes of there's like not crazy stuff happening. Yeah, and I'm like, I mean, Vegapunk getting stabbed is pretty crazy. But if like
once again, this episode that there are a lot of things cool. Like the giant pirate showed up. Bonnie and her scene.
8.7?
And Vegapunk getting stabbed. No, a lot of things did happen this episode. A lot. Yeah. The problem is Gear 5 just sucked away all the attention badly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree. That's what I'm saying is like would you say like 8.7-ish?
I'd say 8.5, 8.7.
8.5. So that's what the other thing is like if you're listening to this podcast, you're like, no, they don't really like 1 point. We're still giving it like
it's still like the anime is still a masterpiece.
I'm still giving this specific episode 8.5 and up.
Yeah,
so
better. That's better than most of the other things out there.
So like,
and this was an episode we thought was slow and not great.
Yeah. So
still great.
And just like one scene I did really like too also was when Saint Saturn was like, he's like shoot him out of the sky after he stabs Vegapunk and Kizaru like didn't move.
Yeah,
and he's like immediately because Kizaru was pissed.
Yeah.
Kizaru's definitely gonna end up being a good
guy.
Classic Oda fashion, where he's like, "You thought that,
but
in reality, he's a." No, he'll definitely end up being a good guy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he had too many good scenes with Kuma.
Yes.
We appreciate you for making it to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe because Himmel the Hero wouldn't forget.